Talladega, a track known for speed, danger, and moments that define racing history. But on this day, it wasn't victory or defeat that stole the spotlight. It was survival. When Jordan Anderson's truck erupted in flames at 150 miles an hour, what happened next left the entire NASCAR world stunned. This is the story of his fiery escape and the split-second decision that saved his life. Stay tuned because what you're about to see is a true testament to courage, safety, and determination. We'll head it back to the start-finish line. John Hunter Nemechek leads the way. Zane Smith right behind in second. Carson Hocevar and Jordan Anderson make up your front four. And rounding it out, Tanner Gray in fifth.
Gray trying to move on the outside. Oh, we got trouble. The Jordan Anderson truck has just gone up in flames, blew the engine on entry to turn 2, and a massive fire under the Jordan Anderson machine. It slides up in turn 2. Everybody scattered to try and go around. And Anderson is still at full speed and he's trying to come out of the truck. He impacts the inside wall. He is climbing out of the truck as he just now is at the safer barrier. Anderson is out of the machine, hands on his knees and scrambling away from that machine. He jumps down off the safer barrier, flies flat on his back behind that truck. The flames have gone out, but there was a massive fire under the hood of that machine. There were flames up inside the cockpit. Jordan Anderson was trying to make his exit from that truck as it was still, well, not full speed, but going a whole lot faster than it needed to be for him to climb out.
As the caution flag flew and the safety team rushed to Jordan Anderson's aid, few realized the chain of events that had just unfolded. Officials later confirmed that debris punctured an oil line on Anderson's truck, sending oil cascading onto the red-hot exhaust headers. The flash fire ignited instantly, racing through the ductwork and into the cockpit, engulfing the interior before the truck even came to a stop. Before we break down the fiery crash, let's go back in time and take a closer look at Jordan Anderson, the driver, the team owner, and the story that led him to this moment. From his humble beginnings chasing a dream on short tracks to building his own NASCAR team from the ground up, every lap has been a fight for opportunity. And on this day, that determination would be tested in ways no one could have imagined. October 1st, 2022, Talladega Superspeedway. What started as a normal day of racing would soon turn into one of the scariest moments in Jordan Anderson's career. During the Chevy Silverado 250, Anderson was behind the wheel of his own team's truck, confident, focused, and chasing another strong finish. Coming out of turn 2, the engine suddenly caught fire. Flames shot through the cab, smoke filled the air, and the truck began to lose power. Inside, the temperature soared. Anderson later said the heat was so intense that he could barely breathe. With the truck still sliding across the track, Anderson made a split-second decision: to jump out while it was still moving. He timed his exit perfectly, leaping free just as the truck slammed into the inside wall. He climbed onto the wall to escape the flames, alive but badly burned. Track officials and medics rushed to the scene. Anderson was treated at the Infield Care Center before being airlifted to a Birmingham hospital. He suffered second-degree burns to his neck, face, arms, hands, and knees, but miraculously, he was released later that same day. Anderson later called it the scariest moment of my racing career. In a heartfelt message, he thanked fans, his team, and God, saying, "There's no doubt God's hand was protecting me." Within weeks, Anderson was back on his feet, determined to keep racing and keep building his dream. Jordan Anderson's escape was more than luck. It was proof of courage, instinct, and faith under fire. In just a few seconds, he showed the heart of a racer and the power of survival.
Welcome back to Talladega Superspeedway. What an incredible scene we just witnessed moments ago here at Talladega Superspeedway. The race ended under the green-white checkered finish with John Hunter Nemechek taking the win, but truthfully, the celebration is on hold. All attention has shifted to Jordan Anderson following that terrifying incident going into turn 2. As you saw, Anderson's truck erupted into flames almost instantly after what appeared to be a mechanical failure, possibly an engine issue or fuel line rupture. The fire engulfed the vehicle in seconds, but Jordan somehow managed to steer it down the banking and toward the infield wall, bringing it to a stop. What's truly remarkable is that he was already climbing out before the truck even fully stopped. That kind of instinct and presence of mind speaks volumes about his courage. Emergency crews were there almost immediately. NASCAR's safety team doing exactly what they're trained to do, and they got to Jordan within moments. He's been transported to the NASCAR Infield Care Center for further evaluation. And Penelope Pitstop is standing by with more on the situation.
Thanks, Johnny NASCAR. This is Penelope Pitstop down here on Pit Road, where you can really feel the tension and concern in the air. Crews and officials remain gathered near the exit to Turn 2, still assessing the aftermath of that frightening incident. The good news is that reports from the Infield Care Center confirm Jordan was able to climb out of his car under his own power, clearly shaken, but alert and responsive. He's being treated for second-degree burns to his neck, face, right arm, and both knees. After initial evaluation at the care center, he was airlifted by helicopter to a hospital in Birmingham, Alabama, for further observation and treatment. We'll continue to monitor the situation and bring you verified updates as soon as they become available. For now, back to you in the booth.
Thanks, Penelope Pitstop. What a wild start to the day here at Talladega Superspeedway. It's a full lineup of racing action from start to finish. We had NASCAR Cup Series qualifying earlier this morning, and right now the focus is on the Chevy Silverado 250 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Stage 1 wrapped up just a short time ago, but unfortunately the early laps of today's race were overshadowed by a frightening incident involving Jordan Anderson. It all happened just past the halfway point of Stage 1. Jordan Anderson's number 3 truck was running inside the top 5 when suddenly flames erupted from underneath the hood. But the most important thing, Jordan managed to get out under his own power. Looking back at the replay, you can see Anderson climb out of the truck and stand up on the wall for a brief moment before jumping down onto the asphalt. The AMR safety team was right there. They reached him within seconds. It's always a relief to see a driver get out on his own, and that was definitely the case here. Fans in the stands were on their feet, and even teams on pit road paused to watch the situation unfold. The professionalism and speed of NASCAR's safety crews can't be overstated. They were right on it, working to control the fire and make sure Anderson got immediate medical attention. As of now, all signs point to Jordan being alert and responsive. The medical helicopter has been fired up and is standing by to transport him to the nearest trauma center for evaluation. NASCAR officials have not yet released an official statement, but everyone in the garage area is sending thoughts and prayers to Anderson and his team.
That's going to wrap up our coverage for now from Talladega. A dramatic start to the day, an intense opening stage, and of course that frightening incident involving Jordan Anderson. The most important thing is that he was able to get out under his own power, and we'll continue to monitor his condition as official updates come in from NASCAR. If you found this update helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any breaking news from the track.
Dad, my wife Kendall and I, we came over to the shop, and they had brought the truck back. Just wanted some closure to see it. It kind of started to sink in what had happened and how it could have been potentially worse. A second or two earlier could have been a little bit different story. Anybody in their life can go back to something bad that happened. You can't let it define you, but you can let it motivate you. You can let it inspire you. Being a part of somebody else's journey now is kind of a special turning point. It's not about me anymore. Now it's like, how can I help Jeb and Parker continue their career and make this thing keep ticking and moving forward every week? So this sport is tough. There's a lot of bad things that can happen and will happen, and how you handle them and overcome them is what's going to define your next chapter. Embracing the journey brought us to where we are today.